Hello everybody. So after reviewing all types of tissues, we start with organ histology. First will be cardiovascular system. On this level, it's essential for you to integrate the histological knowledge with your anatomy classes, and in the future also with your physiology classes. So we'll go through the histology of heart, that has three anatomical layers: the epicardium, the myocardium, and the endocardium. Then we go through the blood vessels. That includes arteries. The largest arteries with the largest diameter closest to the heart are elastic arteries. They are also called conducting arteries, such as the aorta. Then we got muscular arteries distributing the blood. These are all the medium and small size arteries. In the human body, so most of the arteries you know by name are muscular from histological point of view. And then we have arterioles, and their ability to modify the diameter makes them resistance part of the cardiovascular system. From arterioles we already approach microcirculation, that's part of the circulation where already the exchange of metabolites occurs. That includes branches of arterioles called metarterioles. Then we go into capillaries, capillary network. We got three types of capillaries in human body according to their permeability. That's continuous capillaries, fenestrated at N here, fenestrated, and the most permeable, which are sinusoids. And after capillaries we have post capillaries. That brings us already to the venous part of the circulation, with venules, microscopic venules, and then veins. Part of the cardiovascular system will be also the lymph vessels and organs, but they will be discussed in a separate lecture. Let's consider the position of these types of blood vessels in the circulation. So let's make a scheme of circulation, starting with the left atrium, then we got the left ventricle, and the right atrium, and the right ventricle. So if the total cardiac output would be approximately 5 liters per minute in adult person, so the heart pumps 5 liters of blood every minute, and this would be the oxygen consumption Let's have a look on various compartments of human body. This will be the left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle. We got lungs here. The blood flows into the lungs from the pulmonary trunk. Which comes from the right ventricle, and it returns into the left atrium via the pulmonary veins. From left atrium, the blood goes to left ventricle, and via the aorta leaves the heart, and it goes into the head and neck. Let's discuss mainly the brain. The brain receives like 13% of the cardiac output, but it consumes about 1/5 of the whole body oxygen consumption. Okay, the rest of the blood goes to the body and supplies the gastrointestinal system, including the liver, with approximately 1/4 of the cardiac output and the corresponding oxygen consumption. Okay. Another compartment are the skeletal muscles. That contain approximately 1/5 of the cardiac output. And more than 1/4 of the oxygen consumption. This might vary according to the activity of muscle. Then we have the kidneys. Approximately 20% of the cardiac output flows to the kidneys, much more than we proportional to the oxygen consumption. And let's consider also the largest organ of the human body, which is the skin, plus other organs not mentioned in this list. Okay, the blood returns from these compartments via the venous system into the right atrium, and also from the brain and head and neck also into the right atrium, and the circulation is closed. So here is the venous system with a low pressure, and here is the arterial system with relatively high pressure. And we'll consider the histological structure of the arteries and veins with respect to their position in their circulation. The majority of blood in every moment resides in the venous system and in the microcirculation.